Green-Black Perona is a deck that many people love. I don't think it's actually for the leader ability or anything like that. I think some of you guys just really like the character. With that being said, the deck itself is actually made up of an amazing composition of Land of Wano characters: Momonosuke, Ryuma, and Otama. These three characters, paired with many other items like Ice Age, Helmeppo, Suru, and your usual cost minus, can really do some devastation to the current format. This is the same deck list that has been used from OP07 probably, with not many changes in the current formats. We take advantage of many searchers and just Gecko Moria in general, because any black deck should. It's really, really good. So as always, if you enjoy the deck list today as we break it down, breaking it down, that's probably what I look like in a club or something like that. That being said, whole different conversation. You can subscribe as always. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. We just announced our 500 sub giveaway in the Discord, which is linked down below. As always, you can join in for the chance to win a OP09 box or PBR1 box in our 4-player tournament on the sim. At this point, we're already up to 650 subs last time I checked, so we'll probably be at 1,000 by the time the giveaway actually happens. Thank you guys so much. Let's get to the deck profile, the games, and have some fun. Like I said, this Perona leader really is based off of the Wano package, which has a lot of amazing characters and an amazing card pool, allowing so much card draw with the You Can Be My Samurai, Otama, and Momonosuke. You pair that with one that KOs 4 cost and Hiyori that plays out the Ryuma from hand and allows us to filter through our deck and draw more cards. It works really well. If you don't know the leader effect, it says rest up to one of your opponent's characters that cost 4 or lower, or you may choose to give one character -1. So we can pair these again with the Ryuma and other KO bodies like Jack. Our main one always being Ryuma because it's searchable in the deck, but Jack being a very amazing card in the late game. We use Gecko Moria to do certain combos, which are really detrimental to our opponent. Not in the same way that Rob Lucci would, but it still feels pretty good to pull off crazy combos like Hiyori into one-legged soldier -3. Hiyori plays out, we rest it down, a 7 cost, we Ryuma, KOing the character off the Hiyori. So many different lines of play in this deck that I think you'll be really surprised. For our top end, we are playing one Stussy. You may place one character into the trash, KO any of your opponent's characters, just one character off the board, no matter what the cost or effect. Though it is KO, so characters that get through that don't get killed. Again, I mentioned the Jack. We play the Doflamingo, which freezes 3 characters on our opponent's board. And that's going to be it for the real top end. Usually playing cost minus like Helmeppo, Ice Age, and even a Soap Sheep, which might be crazy for this deck, but the only issue is Tempest Kick is good, but we don't have the trash for Tempest Kick. So I chose to go for Soap Sheep instead, but I definitely could see us maybe taking this out at some point. I just think for one Dawn to get -2 isn't horrible, and probably what Ice Age should have actually been. We do also play 2 of the, this gives any character on the board -2 cost. I'm toying around with this in any black deck because it's almost like an any lobby stage is what my friend Pete from Locals told me in any deck you play, because it's really hard if you can remove every character every turn, which is a high roll, but basically it keeps this character safe in decks that don't run removal. That's going to be it for a quick breakdown of the Perona leader. We'll talk about it again at the end after we get through a few games. Let's play 2 games on the regular sim, 1 in ranked, call it a day after that, and see how we can do. Let's see how we do into Shanks, and I think this will be a good matchup here into Shanks, because even Lucky Ruin stuff doesn't really bother us. Double Ryuma and double Searcher, I think we'll keep it. Just to see what happens when we don't have our top end. It can only get worse from here. Let's play this out, search the top. Let's grab a Hiyori just because we can. Put Doflamingo to the top just in case. And call it a day with a Momo on the board. Pass turn. There we go. Simple, easy, to the point. It does everything we need it to. So I'm feeling pretty good. We have double Ryuma. Hiyori can play this off. We can use this for Gecko later on to play the second Ryuma if we get a Gecko Moria this game. Have had games when playtesting this deck to see that I don't get a Gecko Moria. So this is in the OP09 format, so we don't have a way to use the 2 cost events to search, but I definitely see there is merit to using it in the future. Simply and easily. We can go, we could swing this, we could do this. Let's swing 5 into here and see if he lets it die. If he lets it die, we won't develop Ryuma just yet. I think we'll search the top. Looks like he wants to counter out, so we're getting cards out of hand. Never mind. So now we will search the top. We're going to grab more stuff. We're going to grab this, because that's the only thing we can grab. Putting 2 geckos to the bottom of our deck and getting a cat in our lap. A big cat named Petunia. Little Petunia there. We're going to put the geckos towards the top and hope because that's just unlucky in my opinion. We have so much top end, so instead of searching with this for Land of Wano, we're gonna draw 2 cards, because drawing 2 cards is just gonna be better here, because we couldn't have searched this, we couldn't have gotten this. We get some cost minus, I guess, so that's a thing. And now we still have the ability to develop Ryuma. He has to clear one of these Momonosuke's here. We're gonna continue to abuse them, the searchers. And then a 5 cost Yasop more than likely coming down. If he plays like a Lucky Roo or something like that, we're really not worried about it, because we can just rest it down every turn. He plays down the Chopper. Ooh, we're going against Shanks with the Chopper engine. I like what I see here. So I think we're gonna swing 5 here into the Chopper. We're trying to get cards out of hand, starve them out. They're gonna counter this, right? Watch, bang, wait, there we go, bang. So the reason we did that is so we can develop the Uta now, and we're gonna use the Hiyori here to develop the Ryuma and draw another card to filter through the deck a little more. And feel good about it too, because now if they do play any big bodies, we do have the Uta to KO or give more minus. Plus we have double Soap Sheeps in hand, which will be good into an aggro deck if we have multiple ways to clear their board. They have a super spot build Duck Squad, which won't really be used in this deck. They're gonna swing 7 at face. Are they going 7 and 8? Because that would be crazy. This Chopper engine in the Shanks deck is not looking too good, in my opinion. So 7 into face, we could take here, but I think we can 0 cost with one of the Soap Sheeps, because we already have a -2, and we have this other -2. We should be good, and we have -2 on the board. So they play out so many more bodies for no reason. We're just gonna clear out board some more. Literally just gonna clear out their board. I'm gonna swing, let's swing 5 into it just to see, because then we can go 6 into face. Because we -1 gives me another card, 6 is guaranteed there. So I'm kind of feeling good either way. I'm not really worried about it. We're not giving them any resources, which is what you do against these Straw Hat animal packages. You just don't give them cards to use. And with a limit of only having red options, you don't have that much to do. So they don't give us a card, but they do use their -1, which I don't think was correct. But hey, they want to do it, we'll let them do it. We're going to search the top of our deck, hopefully grabbing a, I guess we'll grab this. We could grab the Otama, but I don't think we're going to use the Otama. The Isho could be, or the Isho could be good, because we could rest this down and then swing into their character if we really wanted to, or we could rest it down and then put 4 down and just kill their character. Really just continuing to clear out their board, or we could search the top some more, which I think we're gonna go, we're going sicko mode. We are literally just going sicko mode. We are just gonna be evil, mean people and not even feel bad about it. We're gonna use the Izo there. Now we have the ability to save. They have to swing this into Momonosuke, and then I just swing into it. They took the life. We're feeling really good right now, guys. This matchup in a Shanks is actually, I would say, very good, especially when we find our Ice Ages, which we haven't yet, or our Gecko Morias. So hopefully we can see one off the top in the next 1 card. I would love to see one off the next 1 card. Ice Age isn't that important if they're not playing the Rayleighs and stuff, but they should be. Even in a build like this, you still run 4 Rayleighs and 4 the 10-drop Shanks, which 10-drop Shanks would be very good right now because we have not been able to develop one single big body. And I've got some fun ideas in the future. Tomorrow we'll probably be doing Red Black Sabo. I do want to try out the Blue Purple Luffy in the unlimited format where you can run whatever you want. So that's something I definitely want to try out. There's just so much to do soon. So I think we're going to do Red Black Sabo tomorrow, my own custom build. They do play down the Rayleigh, which we were just mentioning, and nothing to KO, of course. Yep, 3 into 0. We're going to give that up to them. Not going to sit there and fight you for it. This does have -2 now, which does suck. They're going to swing 6 into face. We're going to take. Yes. So we can Ice Age, rest this down. We don't have a way to murder it yet, so let's Momo search real quick. If we find a Momo, we're feeling good. We don't find anything, and we find another Gecko. That's all 4 Geckos at the bottom of our deck, by the way, guys. All 4 Geckos at the bottom of our deck. So it's like, do we even worry about it? Because we can minus it down, do everything we need to, because we have -4 here to rest it. We might do that, just save the Ice Age for later. So we will -2, we're gonna swing 4 here first, because it's only 4, so we might as well go and get the swing in, because we're gonna put everything on leader and swing into this Rayleigh. So I want him to -1 and kind of trying to save this little body, but that's a bait and switch over here, bait and switch and a half, because he doesn't know this is gonna become a 4 cost with the Soap Sheep. But we're just gonna give it -2, rest it down, and then I'm gonna go 12 into 8. That would be all 3 cards from hand. If you want to save it, you can save it. I'm fine with that. I dare you to save it, actually. Give me every single card in your hand. No, I guess. I'm feeling pretty solid here. If you can't tell, we got our White Girl coffees. It's just, what is this, McDonald's? I'm trying to read what it says. Angel Reese Special. We got the Angel Reese Special coffee here. We are feeling exemplary, as some may say. So we're getting into the Shanks, and they play down the 9-cost Newgate, becoming a 7,000 power leader. 9-cost Newgate is very difficult for us to mess with here at this position. We really need to find some larger bodies on the board, but we have not found a single one yet. They should go 7 to our 6k body. We'll give them the Ezo, because we don't want to lose at least our only body that's actually doing anything. They go 8 into 3. We are going to ignore that because they cannot kill this with their leader effect. They should quit here very soon. I'm assuming they just probably scoop. No reason not to, possibly. Yep, nope, no reason to. You didn't see that. That's the fun of it. To the thick of it, the fun part is we don't even have to worry about that. We can literally just 5 cost that, rest it, play down Ryuma, and now we have 8 Dawn to play with. So we're gonna use 1 to search the top of our deck. We're trying to get back down to the bottom very soon. We're going to rest these 2 to search the top. We do finally find a Gecko Moria. Thank Googly Moogly. We can now play down this for 4, so we have 7 to swing with. So we'll go 9 into 7, and then play down another Ryuma. Should be good there. They will take this life, which is very good, and then now we'll have the Gecko Moria developed. I would like to see one of our Ryumas hit trash, but if not, we can play Gecko Moria to put it in the trash on top of it, and they counter out. Kind of crazy to me, I'm not gonna lie, guys. When you have 2 cards in hand and 4 life, I think you take that. They finally find their reindeer chopper, their chopper lover. 3-3 is their name in the game, so let's see if they find one. It looks like they may have butchered it. They may have missed it. We'll have to see right here. Something does come out rested thanks to this chopper getting Hiking Bear, a 3k character, and 7 Dawn left to play with. If they had a 7 Newgate, that would be really exemplary right now. I'm using the word exemplary because I used it earlier and now it's stuck in my head. So double blocker, 6k counter, just in 2ks, 8k total, and we have a Ryuma in trash. We have this Gecko Moria to develop. We are feeling pretty good here, and we could counter out of this, but we're not going to. That would be a waste of time. They really just want to rush us down. We're going to rest this. We're going to swing 5 probably here, just to clear out the board. Always clear the board first. They should just let every single swing we do here go. The cool thing is we can aggro into life because we know we're going to Gecko Moria here, so we'll look at the top. We'll grab another 2k counter, so we know we are super duper safe here. They could literally go 15 at us, and I think we could almost get out of it. So let's see if there's good options. We don't have to minus this down, so we can search with an Otama from the trash. So Otama will overtake the Momonosuke. So we can go 6 into face, and then what, 7 into face. So they should minus 1 and 1k if they don't want to take 2 life, or they will minus 1 here and give us a 2k. So it kind of depends on what they get out of life. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Countering? Criminal. Cringy. I hate it. So we will be playing Gecko Moria. We don't even need the Uta at this point. I feel like maybe Uta isn't good because it is no counter and we haven't needed it for anything we're doing. We will play out this over top of Momonosuke because we already have it in trash. So we are going to play out Ryuma here, active, and then we will play out Otama rested, Otama effect, grabbing Hiyori, and then return it, killing this. So I would say we are very developed now. It's like how Nami's breast developed throughout the whole anime when you watch the show, man. He said, that card, man, that card's good. This card is good. That is why we're playing this deck today, is because of Gecko Moria. You would not be playing this deck without Gecko Moria. It looks like a 10-drop Shanks turn, and we'll give him a Borsellino. I don't think we're really stressed right now. Kitty, this is Big Mom. Big Mom needs to go out of the way, though. They want to swing very aggressively into face here. We will take. I am stress-free. They could play down Goldie Roger here, which would be very annoying. So let's think about the math. Is there a way to kill this out in this turn? Probably not, because we don't have any KO in hand, and we don't have anything not guaranteed, or we don't have anything to get out of trash. So I think we could go 6, 6, 7. We could block her up. Let's drop down I don't want to do the Otama just because then we lose more cards. Let's see if we can find a Ryuma. We don't. We find an Otama though. So we have the counter more than likely, especially if we get the blocker down and they're forced to split because we have plenty of counter. So we just need to go face now and then have 4 for Borsellino. If they played on Goldie Roger though, that would be a 1k. And then to get out of 12, we would need 4 2Ks, and then we would have to be able to get out of 13, which we cannot. So it's hard to say, because we could search out one more time, trying to find a Ryuma to clear this out, because then if they drop Goldie Roger, we're safe. but then we lose a 2K. But if we lose either way, we should drop down this card. And we miss it. Hey, we're already this deep in the tank. Let's do it again. We'll grab this. I think we're misplaying now. I think we just thought way too much. I think we were just thinking way too much there. I think we should just go face. I think we're doing too much because we need to have at least 6 Dawn or 4 Dawn for the blocker. And we don't even know if they have Goldie Roger in hand. So I think we just fumbled. They took that one, so we'll just go 6 again, or we'll go 6 this time. We'll go 6 again, and then we'll go 8. I think I just did too much. So now there's a very strong chance that we lose. We definitely were just looking for a way. We were looking for one of our Ryumas. We know we only had 1 left in the deck, so that was probably really stupid. Not gonna lie to you. So they did get these 0 costs out of life, it looks like, and they would have had no counter, so we could have won. But we'll have to see what we do now. Pass turn 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So we can get out of a 16K swing, but the math doesn't work if they have Goldie Roger. I literally just fumbled that though. If we lose to Goldie Roger, that's my fault at the end of the day. So we should just block out of this. It's the safest option here because now if they go, well, let's math this out. If they go 15, can we get out 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11? So yep, we'll just block out, force them to go in with 15 and win the game after that. We play Dragon, 2, 2, 1. I don't think Dragon was a play there. 2, 2, 2, because either way we get out. GG's. GG. Ryuma MVP. They did the -1. They only had 3 4K counters, so they would have had the counter even if we did go in, I guess, on the last turn. And we were just trying to find a way out, but that was so stupid. Let me tell you right away, as soon as possible, before you comment down below. Actually, yes, comment down below the hate, and then boost my algorithm, and then let me tell you that that was a misplay, and I know it. See how we do in a very aggro matchup with Belo Betty. We're going against red today, which I think we have a very exemplary time into. We're going to make that the word of the day. Exemplary. But no, I think we have a good way into this deck. We do have our Gecko Moria and 2 Searchers in the start. We have an Ice Age to keep it going. If we can find them off the top, we're feeling good. They choose to go second. We're going to play Otama on the first turn. Sorry, guys, I had to get that out real quick because missing on your first one with a 2K counter hurts, man. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, it does not feel good. They're probably going to swing into face. I think we just take, even though they are such an aggro deck. Oh, they can't even swing. They're on 2 Dawn, man. I'm losing my brain. They're running the stage. They are running the stage here, boys. We are cooked. They drop a stage 2. Why'd you grab the stage then? They must be playing a very non-Belo Betty deck, and that kind of excites. I'm kind of excited for this. We're gonna rest this down, and I'm going to kill it because you are not gonna keep any bodies on the board in this matchup. Let me tell you. Because now it also forces their leader swing to this guy, where we can grab this. This is so much better. It would have been good to pair the You Can Be My Samurai next turn with the One-Legged Soldier, but we don't have anything to kill anything anyway, so we'll just grab another one. We'll just keep digging. We need to find that Ryuma ASAP. I need it next turn. We're going to 5, so if they don't kill this, we're actually feeling pretty good. I really actually hope they don't. They dropped the Sabo, which I don't think the Sabo is a good card, guys. I'm a Belo Betty connoisseur. If you guys want a Belo Betty list soon, let me know. But I don't think that card's good. They grab a Karasu from hand, so they're going to leader effect here. They're going to swing 5 probably into the Momo. Leader effect, cheating out Karasu. Maybe even going 5 into life because of that. And either way, we're going to take if they swing life. Even as aggro as this opponent is and how the deck should be, they have double Karasu in hand, so we need to clear this out ASAP as soon as peepable. So we could One-Legged Soldier to get out of this, especially doing their aggro. But if there's a Ryuma in life, I would like to find it. And there is not. But there is draw power. Draw power is going to be very good in my opinion. We're going to Momo search first, finding our Ryuma. So we're going to rest this down and then play out the Ryuma. We'll swing, we may even swing 5 into the Karasu first, actually, just so they don't develop more bodies on the board from triggers in life. But they only really get triggers when we'll keep the aggression on. We'll go 5 in a face. Because this is a deck that we have to pace with, it feels like, and just hope they don't have triggers. We get rid of the Karasu, that'll develop another one on the next turn, and they'll have a ton of swings into face. So what they should do is, they don't even have to discard a card, they could just go 2 on Ivankov here. This is what I would do. 2 on Ivankov, cheating out another body. I did not expect that. Cheating out another Ivankov? Oh no, because they're going to Karasu, and they can search the top 3 first. They could Karasu into something else. And they could develop 5 bodies on the board right now. Oh man, I'm not feeling good about this one, guys. Like I said, you have to pace with this deck, and when it rolls, it's rolling right now very fast, and I'm not enjoying it. So they're not worried about the Lindbergh. They should swing everything into face here. So we definitely need to counter out. They play out the Karasu. We're gonna counter out of the 5 this time. They double Karasu. Oh my goodness. Oh my lordy lord, oh my Lanta. So we need to get out of this, but I think we have the Ice Age to use the Ezo, pair that with, to rest this down, -1 here. So I think we go, you can do my Samurai, would be good to draw more cards next turn. I think we go 2-1. I think we'll go 2-1 right there, and then we'll have to take this 8, because I'm not countering 3 into 8. That would be criminally insane. And we don't use the trigger because there's nothing to trigger on. So they discard a card for stage, a 2K counter. So we'll know part of their hand is a Porio Ivankov, a no counter card. So we need to see if we can clear out their board, right? Because it's a little too early to use this. We can't use this. We can't use this. They are rolling right now. So we're going to rest this down. We're going to go Ice Age here. And then we're going to play 3 for Ezo to rest this. We know one character is no counter, so this still leaves us, we can go 6 into 5 here, which I think is going to be our best option. The blocker we rested down just because this Grasu is going to live. At the end of the day, it forces them to swing out of order. So what we could do now is go, I think, 6 into this Ivankov. We have to keep going 6s because they took the first 6. And you would save Grasu before Ivankov, in my opinion. So if you save this, it's kind of wild. And then we're going to search up to try to find some counter, finding an Otama. And then we are going to, you can be my Samurai, to draw 2 cards. So we find a 1K counter here. And we're going to pass a turn and hope and pray. We're going to be playing this game at 0 life here, but we're really making them, forcing them to lose hand size. We can easily rest down this Koala for just 1 Dawn on a 9 Dawn turn. We may have to go for game with a Ryuma, Ezo, and Leader. That's just possible because we're not hitting 9 early enough. We're going to 8. We could use this as counter to then get it back with Gecko Moria as active to give us a blocker. They discard a card, probably pumping up their 3 chumps. Pump it up. They discarded actually for this, so that makes sense. They get another Koala from the top. They're not going for clearing our board, I know that. So they're playing down the 5-cost Ivankov. I don't know if that was right. I think I would just go for lethal here because we don't present you a threat. We know you have a 2K counter now. We're assuming the other card may not be counter. They get out the Kuma, which is actually really good. They can clear out our Momonosuke for free with the Kuma, KOing a 2000 power or less character. This is a tough matchup for us, guys. This is one of those off-meta threats that I love to play. I love playing Belo Betty. Let me tell you right now, the consistency, especially using the stage, not many people do that. I like running the stage in Decklist that I run other characters. Like I run Nami in mine. Just because it does allow you to filter with the draw 1, clear out bodies, but I run mine a little too control oriented, I guess, while this is just straight dome, and straight dome sounds pretty freaking good right now. They tap 3 more to play Inazuma over top of the Kuma, giving this rush, so they discard the Koala, so they have to win this turn. That's the only thing, is they have to win this turn. Mathematically, they have to swing the 8 first into 4, which we will take. And now we know they have, because we can read this, right? So this is a 2K, this can't swing, these 3 can, and the Koala can swing. So we'll take the 8, of course. There's no reason to counter out of the biggest swing. And we're going to have to hope for some good counters here. This, we will give them a 2K Otama, which we showed them earlier that we did have. And let's math this out. 7 would be 0 and 1, 8 and 6. Can we get out of 8? No, we'd have to be able to get out of 6 as well. So I think we have to 0 cost and 1K out of that. They should swing 6 next if they're going to even swing this. If they swing the 8, this is the decision to make here. So that's showing us they're not going for lethal with this. That's what that just showed us. And we're just hoping. Because they gave us an extra card. So they should not swing this. Literally, they should not swing this because they just lose. Unless they get some kind of crazy trigger out of life. They should not swing this. But they could. And if they did, they would have won the game, and they don't. So fun fact, if I do Ice Age and I rest this down, right? Now we just go 5 into face. We're swinging this first because they could have triggers. So we're hoping at this point. If we have to, we can Otama looking for an Ezo if they do get some kind of trigger that just wins them the game. So this is just a battle of what do you get off the top here. So 5 is guaranteed. 7 is guaranteed because they don't have any Dawn active, and we should just win after that. That was the only issue. They should have swung the Koala there, and if they don't, they just lose. So now we get to go 10 into face. GG's. That's how you keep up. But like I said, if we did not swing earlier, we would have lost that game. I think you could see from how we presented lethal, if they had that extra life, we would have lost. So this is one you have to case with as best you can. The Koala is amazing for them in this matchup because usually it is a starve you out kind of matchup. Them taking that life also helped us, but it also brought their board to 5 characters with just 1 card and the Ivankov. So GG's, we're on to the last game. All right, we're now playing ranked. So we're gonna see how this ranked game goes. Cat, I need you to get out my buns right now. I'm about to have to log in. we are going to have to be locked in and ready to go as soon as our opponent does join, of course, because you know how sometimes these ranked games can go. And we're taking on Blue Doflamingo, a $25 million bounty versus my $36 million. And we're going to mulligan this first hand. I don't think we're seeing any of the Ryumas or anything. Here we at least get double searchers, and we have cost minus and resting down. So we should be pretty good in this matchup, in my opinion. But you never really know against these kind of leaders. There's so much they can do here. The only issue with playing the Momonosuke and searching, the Uta's not great against their deck because we can usually rest everything anyways. We're going to rest it down just for funnies. And I think we're going to double Momonosuke rather than search because I don't want him clearing out the Momonosuke for free and 7 still at face. So now we pass turn, we go on to the next turn, and we'll see how we do. Again, this is ranked. I can't pull it up on the screen because I don't have it doing my whole overlay, just the sim overlay, so it's a little different. Here we are going to rest this down, swing 5 into it, double Momo search, and probably develop the Uta here. 7 into face, they get to choose what they develop, getting a Weevil to draw a card. We are going to take aggressively. Getting another 2k counters, pretty solid actually. I think we search top, we'll grab this, we'll search the top again, grabbing nothing at all, and then we will use this effect to rest down their Teach. We'll swing 5 into Teach, and then we're going to develop the Uta, because the Uta is going to help us clear out these smaller bodies while we keep killing their bigger bodies. And we also don't know if they played on the Jozu. This is going to help with Jozu as well, something they can't swing into with leader. They should go 2 here, 5 here, or 6 here, depending on what they do. They lost their Teach early, which is good and bad in a way. We obviously could have saved the Searcher, but I don't think it was worth 2 cards to save a Searcher, especially not at this point in the game. We have the Ryuma, we have Helmeppo, Toy Soldier, we have the draw 2 if we need to. So we should be in a pretty medium spot. Like, I would not say one way or another if this is good or not. Looks like they may go 6 here and then 7. They could go 7-7 in face, just completely ignoring our Momonosuke blocker as well. So I guess we just have to wait and see all together as a friends and family. 5 life, or 5 cards in hand, still 5 life. This is a very, I would say this is a difficult matchup, even though it seems so easy. But yeah, you never really know that. So it looks like they may go 6 here, 6 into face. So 6 straight into face. I will 2k counter out because we're not going to need this one-legged soldier. And we'll see what they do after that. We have the Ryuma in hand. They should go 6 into face again. They should go 6 in Momonosuke. They don't. We are going to counter out of this because the deck is just a little too aggressive for what we're trying to do. So we're going to rest down this Boa blocker, of course. Now we have 1 for Momo. So we could 1 for Momo, or we could 1 for Otama, and then use the You Can Be My Samurai, which I think is a little bit better. Resting down these 2, so we'll swing 3 into 2 just to get rid of one of their bounce options for the Trafalgar Law in the future. There's also reason to not doing that and then drawing. Because we can't swing these bodies because he's developing only 6k bodies right now, and we definitely don't want to give him cards in hand. We'll play this down and see what we choose. We get the Isho off the top, so we get another 2k counter. This is one that I'm going to have to get sweaty in, guys. We're going to drop 2, draw 2. This Soap Sheep's pretty solid, but it doesn't do much for us. Again, it's just to replace the other character because we don't get enough cards in trash for a Tempest Kick. So we're going to swing, we're going to develop this, get rid of Boa because Boa has more things it can do later in the game. And they should try to clear out the Uta, especially if they plan on playing Jozu on a turn like this, because they could, 5 here, 6 here, Jozu, bounce this back, but then that would kill their Weevil. We do have the cost minus. We also have the Gecko Moria, so Gecko Moria would only get us 2 characters, which is not great. Yep, clear that out for free, basically. You definitely need to clear out the bodies when you're going against Perona, which is what saves us so many times. Is just forcing them to clear out our pseudo blockers, clear out this Uta, clear out this Otama, because if not, I get to draw 2 cards later. Like, I need to just be ready to burn their whole hand. This is another deck that, again, you also have to pace with. Like, it's hard to starve Dofi out in these settings unless you are Jewelry Bonnie and you're playing huge bodies. So we've kind of had the issue with this deck list until we get an EVO2 with the 2-cost event that we can't search out our big bodies often, which we do play a lot of. He does do the Jozu. I told you I would have maybe put the Ryuma back instead, but going 6 and 6 I can understand here. So 6 we will probably take, and then 6 we will counter. So we know they're going 6 and 6. We take the first one, putting this sideways is going to be good. We can also Gecko Moria if we need to on the next turn. So 6 again. We are, like I said, going to counter out. We can go, depends on what we draw. So we could do this, but that's not really going to do anything for us, right, guys? So the Gecko Moria is just not the play, it feels like. I feel like it's better to search, try to find another Ryuma, which we don't, but we do find a You Can Be My Samurai, so we could Uta and then You Can Be My Samurai, but I think the Otama is better because it's only 1 Dawn investment. We finally find the Ryuma here, so now we could Soap Sheep both of these, and then we'll swing 6 into Newgate. We're going to rest this Jozu, and then we're going to Ryuma Jozu. So it should keep us in a good spot. This is going to burn a card out of hand. They should not let that go. We rest this down. We play down the Ryuma, clear out the bigger body, and then swing 5 into face. They take, of course, which is the smart option to do here. And now we're developing bodies they should be clearing out sometime soon, maybe, possibly, hopefully. And I get a Gravity Blade trigger, which they do not, thankfully. The issue is we've not been able to set up for our Gecko Moria. We're about to put in a Borsalino in the trash on this next turn and a Helmeppo. So that could be good, but we don't have any 2-cost removals, so it doesn't really do much for us unless we already had like a on the board or something like that. So I'm kind of in a tough spot here. The deck's really good. I did get this deck list off One Piece Top Decks or something like that, but I would say Doflamingo is pretty set in what it does. Plays Law, bounces Ryuma. Yep. Makes sense to me, because why not? Now you play Marshall D. Teach, and then you put the 2 Dawn on leader, you put Law back on the top, you get both of our Ryumas basically back to our hand, which are absolutely no counter, and you get to swing for 7 and 6, or 7 and 7 actually, which would be kind of devastating, because we would take the first one, we would have to counter out of the second one no matter what. Putting all 3 of these cards in trash does not make sense, and they swing 11 at Ryuma here. Sure. That's fine with me. We're going to give you a double 1 case here to get more cards in trash. That was a weird one, guys. Okay. I think that was wrong. I don't know if that was correct. So we could go Ryuma, clear 1, Borsa to get the other body, and then 2 on leader, right? Or we could Gecko Moria, which would get us a Ryuma and a Momonosuke. So we could go 6 here, but that's not guaranteed ever, right? We could go, I think we go Momonosuke rested, and we go 7 into face. We don't worry about using the character right now. I think we go 7 into Jinbei, get 2 cards out of hand, because we don't have double Ryuma. We Gecko Moria into Ryuma to develop 2 big bodies, and we get the Momonosuke that they're going to want to swing into. So at the very least, we get to clear out this Weevil, which is good. We do have some counter settled into our hand. They're going to give us a 2k, 1k, which is kind of what we needed. Then we'll play this out to play out Ryuma active, Momonosuke rested. We'll clear this body and pass turn. So now we're telling your Jinbei to choose between swinging into Momonosuke or into our face. They could also, you know, have 7 down here, Gravity Blade these 2 characters to the bottom just to get rid of them. But that's what helps with the Gecko Moria, is that you can't get rid of the Gecko Moria except with Red Rock. They could Red Rock and then Jinbei. They play out Boa, stack the top 3. They have a rested Dawn to leader. Dude, when I have these matchups, I like just be ready to lock in. I gotta like not, this sounds stupid, I need to like not be recording. I need to have it in the background and then voice it over later, because man, dude, I just want this way too bad. They may go 8-9 here. Cheating out a Weevil is crazy. They might go 8-9 and we don't have the counter for that right now. Holy cow. When I need my Ice Ages, I don't get them. When I don't need my Ice Ages, I get them. Like, literally, if he 8 right now, I could not counter out. And I don't see any reason not to go 8 here. Yep. So even with what we have on board, there's no way to win. And I'm hoping he... Nope, no misplays from this guy. Wow. Wild, I would say. Very wild. So we have to just hope they don't have what they need. So we know we're going to play this for 4, this 8. So we can swing 6, or we could go 5 into Jinbei. We could go 8 here, play out this. Yeah, this is the best bet right now, it looks like. Or we could Momonosuke search looking for a 2k finally. We could go 8 here. It's like, do we want to search? Searching would be nice, but I don't know if we can, because we got to be able to clear 2 bodies. The counter would be good. If they have Perfume Femur, we lose anyways, but we have to get a blocker on the board, and I think we have to just hope that we can clear this out. And we have to hope they don't have Perfume Femur as well, while also developing bodies on the board that are more than likely going to die. So we're going to go 8 into Boa, and then we're going to go 9 into Boa if he does not counter out. We're going to go 9 into Weevil, telling me that they don't have the counter, which is kind of crazy at this point in the game, especially as a Dofi player. Like, I would think would have the counter. Yeah, I think you're just playing the long haul here. So we're going to play out the Ryuma we mentioned we had earlier, and we're going to play it on a Borsalino here. And we're gonna pass. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5k counter. So if they have Perfume Femur and they go, what, 8 on leader, we do just lose. But that's okay. That's part of the game we play. That's the Doflamingo meta. Bro, Perfume Femur. Okay, hold up. I don't know if that was correct. I don't think that was correct. I think you should have just gone for game. Because I can go 3, 2, boom. Yeah. Yep. That was correct in my opinion. I showed him earlier that I didn't have counter, so I don't think they did that properly. But I would have to be able to get game right now, so we're just gonna go 6 in the face. We're gonna say that he does not have 2Ks. That's the goal. 2K, never mind. We're gonna go 6 in the face and hope they don't have another 2K. They take, so that tells me they don't have another 2K, but that could be a 2K, right? So we need all of these to hit. 1, 2, 3. So we have to go 8, 10, 12. Yep, 8, 10, 12 should be guaranteed as long as they don't. Should have done 8 here first, just in case they get the grab blade trigger. If they do, we lose the game. That's my fault. They don't. So 8, 10, 11, it looks like. So that's going to be the perfect math because we just hoped they didn't have the 2K. And that's how you win with Perona. GG's. 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 They putting me into the perfect hand. That was a misplay. GG's to our opponent. We're now up to a $44 million bounty. He said, what a lucky pudding. GG's, guys. Let's get into the deck list and finish this thing off. Wow, that was lucky. There's our Perona deck list. Again, this is not the most competitive deck ever, and I think there's probably lines I missed over, or maybe I searched too much, but I definitely think the consistency is getting there. I think it'd be better with EBO2 with the 2-cost event. And playing maybe more into Thriller Bark package. If that's something you want to see, comment down below. I have many other deck lists coming up very soon. Like I said, I should be doing Sabo tomorrow, the red-black Sabo, which I think will be very, very fun. I'm trying to think of what else we have scheduled for the week. Probably a red-green law video very soon. You know, that's my favorite. We'll be playing that. And many more decks, so just like and subscribe anyways. Join the Discord down below for the giveaways, and I will see you in the next one. I love you and your mama. Peace.